I've been to El Chopo many times. Many times, I would say. So many times that I can't even count. Well, not because I can't count that high, but just because it's so many that I can't remember the number off the top of my head. I can count to over 1,000 easily. But I'm here again today at El Chopo. And of these many times that I come here, I don't take a video every time. But I do take videos often when I come here. I'm struggling now after so many times. And I'm here today with Lilia, is today's special guest. Today is July 11th, 2021. And you can see I am here in El Chopo. And so I always like to take these videos, but sometimes I think, well, I'm just showing the same thing again and again. So I've tried to come up with themes, and people have given me ideas. And the reason that I'm doing a video today, I'm really grasping at straws here to find a reason to take a video. Today is the first ever day that I've been to El Chopo on a Sunday. For 40 years, El Chopo has been held every Saturday, except during World War II. They had to cancel it for a few years in World War II. But it's on a Sunday today, and recently, I think for the last, we came here about a month and a half ago, and came here and found that this street was empty. There were no merchants, nobody was selling anything, and that El Chopo was closed, or it wasn't closed, but they had moved it to Sunday because they're doing, there's a COVID vaccination center nearby, I think right beside. So apparently they wanted to keep this area free to give the vaccines. So that's why I'm here doing a video today, because it's Sunday, my first ever El Chopo experience on a Sunday. And I did get a request. Sometimes people give me requests of things to focus on. I've done pins, and I've done vinyl. Strangely, somebody asked me on my most recent video if I could focus on cassettes. I hate cassettes. Even in the 80s, I didn't like cassettes. I like making my own cassettes, taping things off the radio, and sometimes putting some of my records on tape so I could listen to them elsewhere. But I never get into buying pre-recorded cassettes, except for a very brief period in late 1989, just before I got my first CD player. So that's the purpose of today's visit is, I'll maybe show some other things too, but I'm going to try to focus on cassettes and the fact that it is Sunday. Isn't that interesting? As I just said, I'm going to focus on cassettes, and you can see I'm at the start of El Chopo. It starts right here at the traffic light, and you can see here in one of the very first stands here, I've already found some cassettes. I don't know how many there are, but let's take a look here. I see some good titles. I see Tesla, Mechanical Resonance. I just did that in my I Love This Album series. Sorry, I didn't do Mechanical Resonance. I did The Great Radio Controversy. And there is The Great Radio Controversy. So I just talked about that in I Love This Album. That'll be coming out next week, I think. Van Halen, OU812. What else is noteworthy for me? Warrant, Cherry Pie. I really like Warrant. At least those first two albums, Cherry Pie and also Dirty, Rotten, Filthy, Stinking Reds. Those are excellent albums from that genre. Poison Up, Poison. I thought it was Open Up and say it's Flesh and Blood. Kicks, Blow My Fuse. Some great titles here. Very unexpected. These are obviously used. The cases are all beat up. Black and Blue, Nasty Nasty. I had that record. Rat, Dancing Undercover. I've mentioned before, I'm a massive, huge Rat fan. I love Rat, and that right there, Dancing Undercover, for me, is the best out of all of them. I love every Rat album a lot, but that's my favorite. Bang Tango, wow, really obscure stuff here. Who would ever think you're gonna find a Bang Tango Psycho Cafe cassette in Mexico? And some DVDs there too, and I see what looks like 3 CDs. I see Neil Young Harvest, and something called Generation Axe, and there's another one beside it. So 3 Ha! Three CDs for some reason. And some, what are these, armbands? Yeah, these are armbands. Lots and lots of rings. Skull rings. Organized by size. What do they got here in terms of shirts while I'm here? I see a kind of a cool Metallica Damaged Justice shirt. And some more Scully jewelry here. Did you buy that?
Yeah.
How much is it?
50 pesos.
50 pesos?
Mm-hmm.
Wow, amazing. 50 pesos. And it's real silver. Ha. What else we got here? More ring stuff. Alright, so there's we've just arrived and we've already found cool stuff, and Lily has already bought something. So if we died right now, it would be considered a successful trip. And here's some masks. I've got quite a few masks. I've got Scorpions, Kiss, Van Halen, Motorhead. I think we're going to be wearing masks for a long time. Maybe I'll buy another one today. So we're off to a good start at El Chopo. Amongst the cool t-shirts here in El Chopo, I have found some more cassette tapes on my mission to fulfill people's requests. We got Wasp Inside the Electric Circus, which is an excellent album, and Anthrax, Spreading the Disease, one of my all-time favorites. Probably my second, maybe third favorite Anthrax album. Ozzy, No More Tears. I remember I bought that in September 1991, I think. And I remember I went to a Blue Jays game that same day. And I bought Overkill. What album came out? The one with Bare Bones. Horoscope. I bought Ozzy, No More Tears and Horoscope that same day in 1991, September. And I went to a Blue Jays game. You remember weird things for no reasons. There's Unleashed in the East. Divine Intervention, Dio, Lock Up the Wolves, British Steel, and a few CDs here. Wow, again, Tesla, The Great Radio Controversy, amazing. I found the cassette and now the CD of Tesla, The Great Radio Controversy. So there we go, a few cassettes. Maybe I'll find some more. There's a very, very small sampling of cassettes here. Soda Stereo, a couple of Depeche Mode, 2 Soda Stereo, 2 Depeche Mode, Nirvana, the first Jane's Addiction album, which I love, the first 3 Jane's Addiction albums I love. Love them whores, they never judge you. What can you say when you're a whore? And some Mexican stuff. El Tri. And CDs and some records. I'll take a break from cassette hunting for a minute to show a couple of great scores that I found. I just bought these 2 t-shirts, and what they are is Kiss Unmasked. I've never seen a Kiss Unmasked shirt ever, and it's very colorful and it's white. I'm tired of black shirts, so that's pretty cool. And I got this, I got that Taxi Driver shirt too. That's about, I think I have seriously 9 or 10 Taxi Driver shirts. I bought another one yesterday just on the street somewhere, not here in El Chopo, but yesterday. So Kiss Unmasked, what a find, and Taxi Driver, I have lots, but it's always cool to find a new one. Back to cassette hunting. No cassettes here, just CDs, but I will take a second to point out something, and that is this masterpiece. This is Another Perfect Day by Motorhead, and the reason I'm struck by this is the first Motorhead album that I ever bought. I bought this, came out in 1983. I'm sure it wasn't brand new when I bought it. Maybe, I don't know, I have no idea what part of 83 it came out, but it was their latest album at the time, and I love it. One of my top 5 Motorhead albums, maybe top 3. I really like the first 3. Back at the Funny Farm, Shine, and Dancing on Your Grave are 3 Motorhead classics. Die You Bastard, and that's a crazy album cover. And there's also got what else? Iron Fist, and I don't know if that's. I guess that's the first album. I gotta put that back. What is that? I don't know. Wow, pretty cool. Another perfect day. All right, looks like lots more cassettes here. At least a couple of rows. I see lots of Kiss up there. We got Analyze, Lick It Up, Asylum, and Live 3. Wow, King's X, Faith, Hope, Love, one of my favorites. I talked about on my, I was going to call it a podcast, but it's not. My favorite King's X album by far, and I'm a big King's X fan. Oh, there's another one, Faster Pussycat. I just talked about that one recently. Wake Me When It's Over, 1989. One of the greats of that era, for sure. What else we got here? I see Def Leppard, On Through the Night. I had that record way back in 1983, probably. Bullet Boys. That's another great one from that era. Hard as a Rock. Smooth Up In Ya, Kissin' Kitty. For the Love of Money, Hang On St. Christopher. Excellent album. Some good stuff here. Aerosmith, Permanent Vacation. One of, I think, only 2 Aerosmith albums that I ever bought. A couple of Frehley's Comets there. Let me start up at the top over here. Nothing stands out here. Oh, until you get down to here. Look at this. 3 beauties in a row. A lot of people didn't like this Rat album, Reach for the Sky. I love it. To me, it was just as good as anything. And even Detonator, they fell even further. But I thought Detonator was excellent. Shame, Shame, Shame. Loving You's the Dirty Job. Heads I Win, Tails You Lose. What else is here? Motley Crue, Generation Swine. For me, not as bad as a lot of people think. I thought it's a weird album, but some good songs on there. And what else? Crocus. What Crocus album is this? Change of Address. Kicks, Blow My Fuse. LA Guns. Ha! That was one of the very, very few, and now that I think of it, Wake Me When It's Over, Faster Pussycat, and LA Guns were 2 of the only cassettes that I ever had way back in 1989. I think they came out around the same time. I had a friend called Don Robinson who worked at a record store, a music store at the time, and he gave me both of those. Oh, and I missed out. Quiet Riot, Mental Health, a classic. All right, pretty cool stuff there. There's Rod Stewart's Camouflage. All right, Sticky Fingers. I see. Pretty good selection of titles here. I'm not a cassette guy, but the titles are excellent. This was the stand I was just showing. I'm going to go over here now, past the giant Les Paul. I'm going to go over here. There's should be bountiful cassettes here. There's always been vinyl here. I've never paid much attention, but I'll see if I can find some cassettes in this area. Let's see what these are. Not good lighting. This is backlit. What do I see here? Nothing really. Grip Inc. That was Dave Lombardo's band, post Slayer. What else here? Nothing really familiar. Like, Iron Butterfly and Agata Davida. Some more over there. I see the Kinks. Yeah, not much here. It's almost not even worth turning my camera on. And the CDs too. The CDs are these are maybe Mexican bands. I'll keep it in the video. What the hell? What's here? U2, Rattle and Hum. Also not too much familiar stuff. AC/DC, The Razor's Edge. Ray Charles, Billy Idol, Rebel Yell. Eurythmics, Elvis Costello. AC/DC, Highway to Hell. Camino al Infierno. There's the Mexican pressing of Highway to Hell. I've mentioned before, I always like seeing those. It's got the song titles, all of the song titles in Spanish too. Las chicas tienen ritmo. Look at the titles in Spanish for Highway to Hell.
Camino al infierno, las chicas tienen ritmo, pasaré sobre ti.
Girls got rhythm.
Dándole vueltas a todo.
Ha. Some of these just don't translate very well. Tocas demasiado. Ha. What's over here? Another Aerosmith, Get a Grip. No, I bought that one too. So I mentioned earlier there were 2 Aerosmith albums I bought. There was 3. I bought that was the last one, and I had bought Pump, which is excellent, and the aforementioned Permanent Vacation. Oh, here's a few more up here. Scorpions, Love at First Sting. Here's a song from the new album from Love at First Sting called Bad Boys Running Wild. That's Klaus Mein's introduction from Worldwide Live. There again is Another Perfect Day. Excellent. Is it in Spanish? Oh, it is. Look at this. Look at these song titles. Regreso a la finca divertida. Back at the funny farm. Tengo lo mío. I got mine. All right, that makes sense. Muere bastardo. Ah, that's excellent. Is Scorpions in Spanish? Let's see. No. English. Boring English. What else we got over here? Not too much. Alice in Chains Unplugged. I love Alice in Chains. That was a little bit of a disappointing Unplugged. Shout Out the Devil. I've mentioned before, one of my top favorite albums ever. Lily was directing me to some more tapes, which I didn't even almost have to turn the camera off, because they're right here. What do we got? The Doors. There's this, I just mentioned, Scorpions Worldwide Live. Song titles. It seems that it's, of course, it's a double. Yes. So there's the first one with, is it? Side 1, Rock You Like a Hurricane, and side 1 here. This. You had Madonna, Like a Prayer?
Yeah, in cassette.
So there's Worldwide Live cassette 1. Here's a song from the album from the first thing called Bad Boys Running Wild. That's my Klaus Mein. In Excess, Guns N' Roses, Use Your Illusion 1. There's some more here. Let me go around this guy. Versus. There's a big stack. Fucking A. Napalm Death. Exploited, Death Before Dishonor. And I can keep the camera going. Here's a few more over here. Oh yes! Pantera Live. That looks like a bootleg, very poor quality cover. Queen, The Beatles, Madonna, Black Crowes. Normally there would be I'm in front of this electrical, I think it's a substation, I think is what they're called. Normally there's a stage right here. This is where bands play, but that hasn't been happening during the pandemic. I don't know if there will ever be bands again. Moving on. Oh, she doesn't like herself being shown with a mask. What a diva. Found a couple of more stacks of cassettes. You can't really see them well here because they're all stacked up, but let's see what they got. There's a few more back here. Afterburners, ZZ Top. They were shitty by that point. Was this with Sleeping Bag? Yeah, the first song is Sleeping Bag. That song sucks. Pretty Woman, Red Hot Chili Peppers had Show Me Your Soul. or Sika Mika Nico on this one. I know there was a Red Hot Chili Peppers song. Ah, there it is, the last one. Sentimental Gentleman. That was a good song, Show Me Your Soul. Oh, and a few more in here. Bryan Adams. Rod Stewart, Lost in You. I had that album, and I saw Rod Stewart on that tour. He played at the Skydome in Toronto, the first ever concert at Skydome. I think a couple of days after it opened. That was in, I think it was June 5th, 1989 was the date, if I do remember correctly. We're back where we started. This was the start, an hour and a half ago. And now it's the end. It's the same place. And as I mentioned at the beginning, they've closed this area on Saturday for vaccinations, and they've got these official signs saying that this place they're giving the AstraZeneca vaccine. It's sometimes harder than you think to walk and talk at the same time. Yeah. So we're finished at El Chopo. Pretty successful in terms of the cassettes, right? Much more than I thought, many more than I thought. It's not something I ever really paid attention to, and I wish I could remember the person who suggested it or who requested it. I'll have to go back and check the comments. I think it was on my last, because I have so many videos from El Chopo. I can't remember what video it was when somebody requested cassettes, but there you go, and I hope you're happy. And what did you think of El Chopo this time?
It was a quick visit, so there were less stands.
Yeah, it was pretty much normal until we got to the west wing of El Chopo, the west side. There were tons of stands missing. The whole row on the west side was missing. If you'd never been here before, you would probably still think El Chopo was really, really cool. This is the vaccination area on Saturdays, not today, but this is the waiting area. We've never seen this, no? People selling stuff. This is something new. Yeah, this is all like I want to say psychedelic clothing. That's totally wrong, but I'm not sure what to say.
Like used clothing?
Yes, yeah, vintage clothing. Maybe. This is maybe the last kind of El Chopo. Hey, look at more cassettes. Ha! Bonus footage. This is going on the Easter egg of the DVD. These are these look like bootlegs. Here's Sepultura from I guess a concert in Mexico City. These seem to be live bootleg cassettes. I see Nirvana, The Doors.
In the 90s, like this, like photocopies of.
I see Ghost. Interesting. All right. So that's it. And oh yeah, I was saying, if you'd never been to El Chopo before, you'd probably still think it's pretty cool. If you're an expert, I shouldn't say an expert, if you're a veteran like me, you would realize there's a lot of stuff missing. Still pretty good. I got the two shirts, the Kiss Unmasked shirt and the Taxi Driver shirt. I was also going to buy, I think I'd planned or I'd wanted to buy a Metallica Damage Incorporated shirt, which I've seen for years but didn't buy. But sometimes you get, I get a craving for a certain t-shirt. I would have bought that, but I didn't see it. I think I would have seen it in one of the Puestos that was missing. One of my favorite ones that I always show, these masks. After you haven't shaved for a couple days, this style of mask, which I'm wearing for the first time, it's like Velcro on your skin. So I would have bought that Metallica Damage Incorporated shirt. I've mentioned many times it's one of my favorite shirts ever. So we're heading now to the mall, right over this way, and I think we're gonna eat. We're debating between having Indian food at an Indian restaurant, or just going and eating something in the mall, which is different for us because they have stuff here that we can't get where we live in Cuernavaca. So it's so exciting to hear about people's eating plants. And I do believe that as well. Anything you want to add?
Nothing.
What did you get? Oh, you got those sunglasses.
And my snake ring.
Oh, let's see the snake ring. Snake ring and sunglasses and and that bag.
Little bag.
You want to show it?
Yeah, it has a funny finish.
Funny finish with that bag. What is it, like rubber? Oh yeah, it feels cool.
But it's like a strange color.
Interesting texture. Alright, we can walk through here. And we're at the Estación Buenavista. This is the train station. There's Vasconcelos. Vasconcelos or Vasconcelos?
Vasconcelos.
Vasconcelos. So we're going to go eat and enjoy the rest of our Sunday. And I do believe that's all. Yeah, going in now.